Hello and welcome to One North Maine, BCA's magazine show where we profile people, places, and events that make our city the city of champions oh so great. I'm Jay Miller, your host, and today we have a special episode. We'll be featuring 5 special events that happen in our fair city. The Environmental Protection Agency is working over at North Montello Street. Graduates of the Brockton High School Nursing 3 program had a special pinning ceremony. Kids got a haircut and were read to at a special event just outside downtown Brockton. And the Bat Bus, a new one, was unveiled at the Bat Terminal. In addition to, Brockton knocks down diabetes information for 2017. So sit back and relax and see what your community, the City of Champions, has to offer. All aboard! Brockton Area Transit Authority, also known as BAT. We're taking a ride on a BAT bus today around town. And I'll tell you, we have an exciting announcement by BAT that'll come at the end of this episode, so stay tuned. First, we're going to go over to North Montello Street. Back in 2016, there was a major fire that wiped out an entire building. The EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, the city, and the Massachusetts DEP got together to do a site visit and eventually a cleanup. It's a lot of work. Let's check it out.
What we see here is a lot of interagency cooperation between public safety, state DEP, federal EPA. We know we've got a situation here that's not in the public interest, and it's got to be addressed, and it's taken us a little bit of work to get here to a resolution, but certainly from the city's standpoint, I appreciate particularly the involvement of DEP and EPA in coming in to address this. And I know DEP's been here since day one. EPA has been here since maybe a month or two after the fire. So can you just kind of give me a little idea where we're at right now and what we can expect? Because I think from our standpoint, one of my concerns is just trying to help the public understand what they're going to see going on here over the next couple of months, and to understand that this is the solution, not the problem.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, I'll just echo your comments. I think it has been a great partnership between the city, Mass DEP, and EPA. I mean, we've worked with Captain Williams. He's been helping kind of.
Yeah, that's right. We got to credit Captain Williams. Absolutely.
He gave us a lot of intelligence, I guess, about the property that really helped speed things along. And then, of course, Mass DEP's done a great job maintaining the site, the secure, keeping it secure, the piles covered. Obviously, we had a long winter, people were indoors, but now it's springtime, weather's getting nicer, people are going to be outdoors. And so our plan now is to mobilize to the site this week.
Okay.
And then organize, segregate out the asbestos-containing material from the larger debris.
Okay.
And then load it on line trucks, and then transport it off-site to a licensed hazardous waste landfill.
Okay.
We will be doing air monitoring during the operation to make sure that there isn't dust from the site leaving the site. Dust suppression, watering the piles to keep them wet.
Is the dust the primary issue you're concerned with during cleanup? Because I've noticed just since the time of the fire, and I know Captain Williams has worked very close with you guys, but I've seen the area be wet down before. I know the covering has had to be repaired a few times and redone a few times, and that's all in terms of just trying to keep it contained until we can get it removed.
Correct. I mean, we went along with Mass DEP. We collect samples to confirm what the material is. It's asbestos-containing material.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, we will be doing air monitoring. We're doing outreach too to for the same reason and concerns that you have about public awareness, we have fact sheets. We'll be going around to the neighborhood handing out the fact sheets with our contact information if people have any questions. Plan on doing probably a 4-day work week, 7 morning till 5 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Probably 3-4 month process.
Wow.
If you think about
So
it,
this is that big of a project, yeah.
it's tedious.
Yeah.
You know, you're loading trucks. You can see we don't have a lot of real estate to work with here. And I
no.
think Tom Hassopoulos will be our on-site federal on-scene coordinator, overseeing that work out here every day.
So Tom, you're going to be the go-to guy. All right. So the air monitor is actually periodically testing the air to see how much asbestos particles might be in the air.
When we're using dust as a surrogate for asbestos.
Okay.
You'll see workers out there wearing air cartridge respirators, but they're working directly with the material, and they're going to have little monitors on
that,
and then we'll correlate the results from that with the dust.
Okay.
And obviously the idea is no dust.
So nothing will be coming off site.
Okay.
Clear water, yes, but nothing
Yeah,
else.
but nothing in terms of contamination. Yeah. Yeah.
If there's anything becoming airborne, we stop, reassess, come up with a different plan.
Yep. So you may make adjustments as you go along based upon whatever findings you might have as the project is going on.
It's a controlled transportation disposal of the debris. We're not going to go out there with excavators digging through and creating
throwing
dust
everything
right.
around. Yeah. Okay.
Which is why, again, it's tedious and slow, but it's safely managed that way.
Done safely. Yeah.
And actually, one of the first things I'm going to do is recover all the piles that are cut and open, and we'll be working in sections.
So essentially you take it one piece at a time.
Right.
So this isn't going to be something that anyone's going to notice like a dramatic overnight change.
No.
It's going to be kind of like chipping away at it as you go along over a period of time.
I'll be giving you reports
Okay.
weekly, bi-weekly,
Yeah.
as you like. You know, I'll be
weekly
working with
update
the
would
fire
be great.
department.
I just know that once everyone starts, I mean, certainly this has been source of a lot of complaints from folks, more around the aesthetics of it than necessarily the asbestos, but the fact that, you know, this is, I don't know how many, it was July of last year, right? So we're around 9 months or somewhere around there, 9 or 10 months since it happened. So certainly I think everyone's anxious to see it be cleaned up. I think what's important for folks to realize is that there's a right way to do this.
Correct.
And to do it the right way has taken some time to put the people and the funding in place to be able to do it. Do you have a guess as to the price tag as to what
About
this project is?
$700,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not
And that's
cheap.
being federally funded by EPA?
That's being federally funded by EPA.
Wow.
Hi, my name is Rosa Lotson, and I am here speaking about knockdown diabetes. I first heard about knockdown diabetes. There was a brochure in my church, Messiah Baptist, and I went through the brochure and I saw what activities I was interested in, and I participated in 20 some of the activities. And the best thing out of what I've learned that knockdown diabetes was fun, and I chose to go to Zumba and yoga afterward. And by participating in those two activities, my blood pressure went down, I lost 40 pounds, and I also was able to get off of 3 medications. And my doctor was very impressed. I go to a monthly talk session with Julie Loms, and we are learning how to communicate with each other and share different ideas. And I also am attending a year's program, which is diabetes prevention. And during that class, we are learning to share ideas, and we also weigh in once every week.
I'll tell you, the Bat Bus takes us everywhere through our fair city. It's a great way to get where you need to go. We are heading on to School Street right now, which is perfect timing because recently we were at Brockton High School where graduates of the Nursing 3 program were recognized and pinned for their great work. Sarah Kelly and Renee Leahy were the instructors for this fantastic program. And the kids are taking one step closer to becoming certified nursing assistants. Let's check it out.
My dad recently spent some time in the hospital, the first time ever. He's 62. He's never spent any time in the hospital. I'm pretty sure he was born, at home back in Portugal. So he spent a week in the hospital, and he was at MGH, and the fabulous doctors. But the people he actually remembers the most are the nurses and their names. And so when I talk to him, like he always talks about how nice Melissa was, or like how nice Jen was. And so that's important. It's because I know what's happening now is that you've been working at Bay Point, and I'm sure there's lots of interaction with the patients. And so those skills that you're learning there, you can carry over into life, and then also into a career in nursing.
As I look out at you, I'm confident. I really am, because I've seen a lot of you working hard at this school, preparing yourselves for your futures. And the more prepared you are, the better off we are, because you'll be taking care of us. And as I look around, I feel like we're in good hands, because you are prepared. You have the greatest teachers at this school who are so committed to making sure that you have what you need to be successful. They are here hours that nobody even realizes they're still down there, and occasionally, late in the afternoon, we have to call for a nurse, and one of them always shows up.
We've all worked very, very hard and really put in a lot of effort. I'm really proud of everybody. I can't believe the growth that everybody has had. And if I get sick, I would have complete faith in that all of you would take very, very good care of me and not leave me to wait for my call light, for it to ring and ring and ring and ring and ring.
We do have one guest speaker today. I'm very excited to be able to tell you that we have a student that had graduated from Brockton High School in 2011. She went to Curry College and she got her Bachelor of Science in Nursing there. And she now is working at Milton Hospital as a registered nurse. I'd like to introduce Ashley Furlong.
I'm a 2011 graduate of Brockton High School. When I was a junior here, I took the Nursing 1 course as an elective because I didn't know what else to do, and I figured, why not? It should be fun. As I continued through the class, I enjoyed it more and more, and I made the decision that I wanted to be a nurse. I went on to complete the program. I did Nursing 1, 2, and 3, and I did my clinicals just like they did at Bay Point, and I graduated with my CNA license. While I attended the Curry College nursing program, I was a nursing assistant at the Beth Israel Milton Hospital in the emergency room. Then when I went on to graduate with my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, I took my NCLEX exam and I started really hard for it. I'm now an RN at the Milton Hospital on a med-surg telemetry floor. Being a nurse is such a rewarding career, and for the short time that I have been a nurse, I enjoy every minute of it. So if you guys decide to continue on with being nurses, study hard and stick with it. It just taught me how to be a nurse and how to have that caring heart that you're supposed to have when you're a nurse. And you know, people are at their worst when they're in the hospital, so it just teaches you how to care for them and be there when they need someone the most.
Hello, my name is Al Whitaker, the Northeast Region Director for Community Health Strategies for the American Diabetes Association. And I'm here today to share with you an upcoming event here at the Portuguese Seventh-day Adventist Church on eating healthy. Oh, you might say, what is eating healthy? But I'm talking about eating on a shoestring budget. Being able to go to the dollar store and purchase foods that you can cook and prepare at home. This is going to be an exciting bilingual event. It'll be in Portuguese as well as English. You will learn some techniques on how to eat healthy, strategies on cooking tips, and just a fun-filled afternoon. So I would encourage you to come and be a part of Brockton, the City of Champions, here.
I'll tell you, I don't need a haircut, but you know who got a recent haircut over at Crescent Court? A bunch of kids that wanted to learn about reading. They collaborated with the Brockton Fire Department, the Brockton Housing Authority, and some other youth groups to put on haircuts and reading. What fun it was. Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Kiara Howard. I am a student at Massasoit Community College. I am also an intern at the Brockton Housing Authority, working on the educational campaign, Raising Champions. It promotes the importance of early childhood literacy. And as a way to promote that event, today we are having an event called Shaping Up Brockton, Help Us Trim Down Illiteracy. So what's taking place inside of the Crescent Court Community Center is a lot. We've had some barbers come out and the children are going to read to them and they'll receive a free haircut. It's actually sponsored by Best of Styles as well as Knockout Cuts. So you guys might have seen Angel or Corey around, but they are here today, so that's what we are currently working on.
My name is Cynthia McDonough. I'm the Family Self-Sufficiency Coordinator for the Brockton Housing Authority. I'm also the coordinator for our Raising Champions initiative. It's an initiative to try to get parents to understand that they are their child's first and most important teacher. A child not reading at grade level by the end of the first grade has an 88% chance of not reading at grade level by the third grade, which means their dropout rate is going to be 50% higher. From kindergarten to grades 3, you're learning to read. After grade 3, you're reading to learn. And it has to do with the fact that a lot of people erroneously believe that if their kids aren't ready for kindergarten and ready to read by the time they get to kindergarten and first grade, that they'll somehow catch up. But in fact, that's not true. 20 minutes a day, reading to a kid aloud, 20 minutes a day, not sitting them in front of the TV. Something happens in the brain when a child is being read to.
Exactly right. You feel the door with the back of your hand to see if it's hot. If it's hot, you don't want to go out that door.
Reading to your baby from the time that child is born, or even while the child is still in the womb, it gives them it's all about how many words they hear. So some children hear 30 million fewer words than their peers by the age of 4.
Brockton reads.
I'm gonna be famous!
I'm Todd Marlin from the Brockton Rocks, and we are excited to be joining up with Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes this summer for a ball game on a Saturday, June 17th, right here at Campanelli Stadium at 12 o'clock. All participants in the Brockton Knock Down Diabetes Walk will get a free ticket to the game, and we can't wait to see you here.
Earlier, we were over at 243 North Montello Street, where the mayor was meeting the players that are cleaning up that site. Let's see how much progress they're making as we check back in to see the EPA at work.
We have action levels where if we do generate some type of dust, it'll pick them up and then we can stop operations and wet wet the dust down so nothing's getting off site. So we have a water truck.
Water truck, okay.
Yeah. We tapped into the hydrant. The water department actually gave us a meter, so we've been filling up the water truck. And we go around and spraying as we're doing any excavation. If we see any type of dust or anything like that, we're spraying and we're making sure everything is staying on site.
Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes 2017, June 17th through the 23rd. Check out this important message related to that initiative and that special week.
We are excited to share with you information about this year's Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes Friday events. On Friday, we will be offering a Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes Bringing Health Home Chronic Disease Self-Management Group.
Stop by on Friday, June 23rd, 11 a.m. here at Caffrey Towers in the community room.
Bringing Health Home is a wonderful partnership between Brockton Neighborhood Health Center, Brockton Visiting Nurse, Old Colony Elderly Services, and Brockton YMCA. We are bringing health to the public housing sites of Brockton, Massachusetts, and we are helping residents be healthier and better participants of their health. Friday, June 23rd, 11 a.m. at Caffrey Towers Meeting Room. Please join us.
We're going to do some screenings, and we're doing some blood glucose screenings. Alexandra, when it comes to diabetes, it is really important to know your numbers. So the numbers that we're going to be screening here is your blood sugar numbers. Doesn't matter if you just ate or if you ate an hour ago or if you haven't eaten all day. We know where your numbers should be for target ranges at certain times of day. Doesn't matter if you have diabetes, pre-diabetes, or no diabetes at all. Please stop by. The first step in your health is knowing your numbers.
Folks, the bus we're on now will become a thing of the past very soon. Why? BAT has released a new bus, the first in over 20 years, and that fleet will be going out very soon in the month of June. We had a special ceremony over at the BAT terminal to celebrate that fleet of new buses coming on in. Let's check it out.
Being part of this celebration. Buses are on the road and have a life of 12 to 14 years. We are embarking upon our third bus fleet replacement in my tenure here and in working with this person who I'm going to introduce. When it came to building the BAT Center, she and I walked around this site that was once the site of a brownfield. It was once the home of Beretta Buick. It sat here unoccupied for more than 14 years, was on fire several times, was just a disastrous site. She walked here in the winter along with Mary Beth Mello and myself in heels, not me, I wasn't in heels, they were both in heels, and you know, through potholes, through slush and snow, just taking a look at what our vision of this project would be.
Ray has done remarkable work here. And he has really led the Commonwealth in terms of making regional transit not just a means of mobility, but a way for the community to access what is important, a way for the community to access employment, healthcare, education, and its neighbors. And that is something that Ray has never forgotten, and he makes true every day.
Now, if you happen to take a look over your shoulder, you'll see the bus that is not covered. That bus, believe it or not, is 22 years of age. And that is the last bus of our fleet replacement, the first fleet replacement that we worked on with Astrid Glynn.
I remember, you know, in my parents' generation, they had the old trolley cars that used to go to and from the area, and then they had other companies, and then that, I believe, took over in 1974 and started moving the city forward. And then when I was going to college at Massasoit Community College, I was a lot younger then, and I didn't own a car, so I used a BAT bus to go back and forth from my home on Pleasant Street over to the Massasoit Community College. And then when we were able to unveil this intermodal facility when I was on the city council, it's a great endeavor for our community here. And moving forward with the unveiling of new modern technology buses that are safer, more efficient with fuel, and it's just a win-win for the community.
Give me a hoe if you got your lucky bus fare.
Hey everybody, this is Brian Vicente and you're now inside Vicente Supermarket, and what I'm here to talk about is the Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes event. It's going on June 23rd right here in Vicente Supermarket in the afternoon, and what we're going to be doing is giving you a tour of all the produce and healthy foods that we have here at Vicente's, because as you know, we do have the freshest produce in the city. Then we're going to give you a tour on which ones are most beneficial for you, healthy, what to stay away from, and what to get to make sure it helps you out with your diabetes. Make sure you join us here June 23rd. That's a Friday afternoon. We'll be giving the tours and we'll be showing you what to eat to make healthy, better healthy choices as far as diabetes goes.
Wow, what an episode. Congratulations to BAT for unveiling their new buses. We had a fun time. I hope you did too. To learn more about Brockton Community Access, please visit our website at bcatv.org. You can also check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/The Brockton Channels, all one word. Remember, Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes Week is June 17th to the 23rd. For more information, check out their Facebook page and their website. For executive producer Mark Lindy and producer Aaron Tebow, I'm Jay Miller, and we'll see you around town.